What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Hey, welcome to Football Thursday, College Football Thursday. Mark, man, we ready, bro. We represent Alabama, represent Auburn, bro. You know, this is the best time of the motherfucking year, bro. What's going on, man?
There's much. I can tell you excited.
Best time of the motherfucking year.
Yeah. I can tell you big time excited, man. Yeah. Yes, sir. Ain't nothing like football season, of course.
Yeah, boy. Hey, I love all sports, but damn college football, bro.
Yeah, man. You know, before we were even doing podcasts of sports shows like this, you know, me and Lionel definitely, you know, we'll call each other and talk smack every morning, every week leading up to it, every Saturday morning. You know, we wake up to it, you know, see who's gonna do what. You know, we usually always root against whoever's playing our rival. But yeah, and at the end of the day, we'll definitely check back with each other and see what happens. So, you know, just all turn into a sports show.
Bro, I mean, when I was on military deployment, it'd be 2:00 in the morning, wherever I'm at. I'm calling, talking shit, finding a way to watch the game, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It'll be 3, 4 in the morning. I'm like, why is this man even up where he at? But college football does that to you.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Hey, bro. You know, bro. Hey, this is the best time. I'm so excited, bro. I'm for real, bro. I'm excited as hell, man. But hey, man. So we'll recap because you know we took a little break, man. You know you had some things going on, and you know what I mean. Congrats on your side, man.
Appreciate you, brother, man.
Yeah. So, man. Hey, we never did. We'll just do a recap from last week first. With that surprising loss of Florida State going down from Georgia, getting beat by Georgia State, man. I mean Georgia Tech. I'm sorry, Georgia Tech. Bro, was you surprised by it?
I mean, sort of, kind of, but not really. You know, I mean, it's been a whole storm that's been working against each other. You know, you never know what might pan out. Like I said, Florida State is not the old Florida State. They lost a lot of people. You know, definitely like 25 players to the draft.
Yeah,
you know, in transfer portals. Georgia Tech is not the same old Georgia Tech. They don't run the wishbone 94 plays a game. You know, they switch it up. They switched it up. They caught up to football, and I mean,
They
it's
got new
definitely
coaching
been working.
staff.
Or a whole new coaching staff. So, the people have been talking about them, what they've been
Yeah.
doing. And so it just came into fruition. They've been practicing hard. People have been talking about they like what they see. So, I mean, they came out, Florida State threw the first punch. They scored and ran the ball down the field. And they I guess they thought it was going to be like that the whole game. But, Georgia Tech, they're definitely smart. Their defensive coordinator is definitely highly spoke of in the college realm. So they adjusted. You know what I'm saying? What we talk about, not too long ago about adjusting. They adjusted and picked up the run game, and stopped it basically. Florida State didn't adjust. So I guess they thought they were just going to continue to run. And as you can see, as the game went on, Georgia Tech got the momentum. They were playing harder. They were playing like a top 10 defense. They were coming down here fast and furious, and it worked out for them. So I mean, that always happens, man. When you don't adjust, you have to do that in this day's world of football. So they paid the price for it. Yeah. So congratulations to Georgia Tech all the way.
Yeah, I mean, so I say this more. I say this. Yes, I'm surprised that they beat Florida State. Now, what I'm not, I would say I was expecting to be Florida State win and a close margin within a touchdown, field goal touchdown. I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, Georgia Tech, they got a whole new coaching staff. And what happened when you play a new coaching staff on the first game of the season? You got no film on them, bro.
At all.
You gotta go from where he came from, what his philosophies and all that type of stuff was, and hope that he kind of does a little bit of that, because you really can't just game plan on what they're expecting. So that's the why I say it's going to be a closed margin.
That's exactly true.
Yep. So I say this, Mark, is Georgia Tech the team of the ACC right now? If you were to say, do you think they're going to be that most sneaky, scariest team in the ACC?
They could possibly be, the sneakiest team. I would say that. I wouldn't necessarily say the top team of the ACC. Based off one game, we haven't seen enough. I mean, they definitely put on the show. They definitely did that. You know what I mean? And they look good. We don't know how good
Florida State is right now either.
All right. I mean, that's true too. Or how sorry they are at the same time.
Yeah. Because I mean, how think they came? Oh, one thing I want to say, I think they came in on a high horse, thinking that, you know what I mean, bro, it's too easy. They Georgia Tech, and they don't realize. I mean, I hope they coach and prepare. Hey, this is a whole new coaching staff. You got to go in the game. You know what I mean? Even if you think you're finna blow out, you better show up, because you're gonna be surprised, especially on the first game in a different country, and y'all never played them like this before. So
no, I mean, a lot of that is on the coaching, no doubt about it. Because, like I said, the coaches didn't adjust at all, And like I said, that definitely falls on your coaches wholeheartedly. So if you see what's coming and you're not adjusting, and you have that arrogant mind state thinking that you're just going to topple them because they're Georgia Tech, it doesn't work like that, man. And you see what happened.
I mean, so who you think? So if you say Georgia Tech is your sneakiest team, but you won't put them at the top team, who you think are going to be the top team in the ACC this year?
I think it's either be Miami or North Carolina.
Okay, I'm with you on that. I'm hearing rumblings that Virginia Tech supposed to be good. Virginia supposed to be restructured. I seen Virginia apply last year when they played UNC. Nah, I mean, unless I didn't have. You know what? I might need to see if they got a new coaching staff, because that could change things. You know what I mean? But I put Miami at the top right now at ACC. We're gonna find out Saturday, which we're gonna talk about later on the show, what Clemson gonna do. Nowhere, me and you probably one thing we're gonna agree about. We don't think Clemson gonna beat Georgia. I don't believe that at all. But I want to see how close it's gonna be, how much fight they got. You know what I mean? Because they've been on a slippery slope lately. You know what I mean? So I can't even say Clemson is part ACC.
Yeah, they really have. They've been on the slippery slope. So I mean, we'll definitely see. I mean, and reports were saying that Dabo has been down. He's been talking bad about about the transfer portal, but at the same time, people are saying that it's hurting him because he's passed up on some good players who wanted to come there. So
Yeah.
so now it's slapping him in the face right now at this point in time. And if,
Yeah.
like I said, if they start to be the team that's not in the top 25, they'll be in trouble.
Yeah. I mean, and let's be real. We know Clemson ain't gonna be, if they need some NIL money, somebody gonna give them NIL money. So I don't think he can't raise or get NIL money. He's refusing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I wouldn't be. I say this, and it might be so far off. I don't. You know what I mean? That hard to believe. I won't be surprised. Dabo Swinney, this is last year at Clemson.
If Dabo Swinney is refusing NIL money, that's major because people are gathering, close to $100 million worth of NIL money that's coming in.
Yep.
So if you are refusing it, think what that's doing. You just took yourself from a top 10 program to basically out of the picture because if Vanderbilt just taking a school, if Vanderbilt can raise $100 million NIL for a certain type of player, what is that doing for their program? So
hey, you remember we talked about with Texas? Remember Texas? They giving Lambos as NIL for NIL, compensation. So if you ain't doing nothing, you can't even get ready. You can't even get them a Nissan Sentra, bro. Hey man, we got a problem, man.
But, I mean,
problem. It might not be that's where I said that's the reason why I made that statement. Not saying he'll be done with coaching. If he refuses NIL money and pushing that to the back burner and you're pushing yourself away from college football. Maybe you need to go do pro and now let the GM run all that money stuff. You just coach. Maybe that's what he got.
It may be because the game is changing, and we already know if you don't change with the game, you're going to get left behind. You're going to still be running the wishbone, and it's a pass-heavy offense, these days and age. So, yeah, he's definitely going to fall to the back burner if that's the case. Because, I mean, think about it. If I was an athlete or you was an athlete and this school is offering me $50 million, why would I go play for Clemson? And I'm not getting nothing. Like you said, not even a Nissan Sentra. Not even a short dog Cadillac. I'm not getting nothing.
I'm not getting nothing. Nah, bro. No, because if you really think about it, it's been some years since they won a championship game. Since they won their last ring, and then also, I mean, you're in a conference where it's not even heavily spoke on with college football.
Right. A depleting conference as of right now. Yeah. And that's just another bad asterisk on your conference. Definitely your school, but your conference as well. So yeah, man. And speaking of NIL, Nike just signed Shedeur Sanders as the first.
I seen that, man.
Their first one.
I seen that. Yeah. I'm not surprised though. Because Deion re-signed back under Nike too when he got to Colorado. Because the prime shoes, I think they come out in September. Remember the old Deion Sanders shoes? They coming back out. So I think that's the end of September. They come back.
They just came out. It must be another.
It already came out. I know either coming out or it was about to come out.
They came out about a month or two ago.
Because he was under, I forgot what brand he was under for at Jackson State. I think it was Adidas, something like that. But he wasn't under Nike anymore. Now when he went back to Colorado and they under Nike, and he were able to redo his contract, and he signed back under Nike. Now you start talking about that shoe. They've been talking about that since last year. You know what I mean? So I'm not surprised about Shedeur signing with Nike, man. I think that's a great thing. They're gonna get the whole family, to be honest with you.
No doubt about it. Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, I definitely can see that. Definitely
and I
both
see
of the boys.
He's gonna get a signature to shoe. I'm sorry. Probably by the time he drafted.
Who, Shedeur?
Yep. I can see him getting a shoe. Father son shoe. Something like that. Mm-hmm. I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, me too. It's major. Like I said, you got to move with the game, man. If all these big companies are moving and you're not moving, what are you doing?
Yeah. He bullshit, man. He bullshit, man. You know what I mean? He, you know, I mean, I know part of the reason why Nick Saban retired was because of NIL money and the route that was necessarily taken. You know what I mean? He can't even get recruiting without first talking about money. They want, you know what I mean? Like now you're getting to the point where recruits go out. You got to pay them to even come see your school now. They ask for $5K just to go, just for you to say, hey, we want you to come visit. You got to give me $5K, man.
Yeah, and I'm all with it. I'm all with it.
Yeah.
As much as you know, college has exploited athletes. I'm all with it. I'm all with them getting paid.
Yep. But man, hey, bro. So you know, we talked about a couple of things, man. We brought up some names. We talked about Deion, and whatnot, man. In the next 45 minutes, we got Deion gonna be playing which is Colorado, University of Colorado. They're playing North Dakota, man. We got some great matchups, man, this coming up weekend. And we just hit a couple of highlights today, bro. We got North Dakota. I mean, we got Colorado against North Dakota. How you see that game? How you see? First, before I even say it, one thing I'm looking for in this game. First thing I don't care what Shador do. I don't care what no skill backs do. I don't care what Travis Hunter do. I want to see what the offensive line and defensive line do.
The trenches, yes, sir, no doubt about it. Yeah, me too. First and foremost, like I say, I want to see what they got better at that line. No doubt about it. I mean, because I know they're going to show up. You know, the skill players, they're going to do their thing. But I mean, yes, no doubt about it. Me too. Same here. I'm gonna be looking at the trenches to see what those front guys are doing.
Yep. So I mean, so I can't predict this game, man. But I just say what I'm expecting. I'm expecting a more beefed up line in size and in skill. On the defensive line, I'm expecting lights out because you got one, if not one of the best D linemen as your doggone D line coach, which is Warren Sapp.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, exactly. So they definitely should have all the technique, everything down pat.
Hey, when I used to tell my son, bro, man, I used to get. It was time when he started like his 19th grade, man. He used to make me furious at defensive end sometime, bro, because we work on hand drills so much. Like literally, like I'm like, they gotta use their hands to block you. So why you not swiping? Why you not chopping down? You know what I mean? We know all these moves, but then you go in the game paying patty cake, bro. We go watch the Disney Channel going to pay patty cake. So I don't want to see no D lineman playing no patty cake. Either they, you know what I mean, either they walking down, you know what I mean, maintain line of scrimmage, or we head him. I don't want to see no patty cake from them. You know what I mean? That's for real. I want to see what they gonna do.
Yeah, use the technique. Use what you learn in the game. You know, practice like you play.
Right. So you got one of them, the dude that was just, hey, all the type of hand moves you can get. That man right there was the one that would teach you. You know what I mean? So I really want to see what they're gonna do, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, me too. I definitely want to see what they're gonna do too. And I seen E. Reed at the practices. I don't know if they officially hired him as a coach.
Nah, he ain't hired, but they got him out there. You know what I mean? And you know, he gonna one thing I like about Reed gonna give it to you straight. You know what I mean? Hey, bro. He ain't gonna hide and say, hey, man, you get but he gonna give you straight, man. You ain't in the film enough. You know what I mean? He was very, very smart at the game. You know what I mean? Especially to be real with you, Mark, man, I say the best two safeties that I probably seen just watching the game for, it had to be Ed Reed and Palomaro.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt about it. I mean, you took those names out of my mouth.
Yeah, I mean, people look at it, oh man, you know what I mean? That one part of the play, he just did. Nah, for people that really know, them dudes watch film. So they really they watch your tendency, what you're doing. So, I mean, they need to soak up like a sponge with him, bro. Like ask him a million questions, man. That's just
I mean, I would. I mean, I don't know who wouldn't. I mean, definitely as an athlete, just to have two all pros around you, Super Bowl stars. I mean, you better soak up that game.
Yeah.
I mean,
high school, bro. We had Coach Nadeau, ex-NFL player. We all used to ask him questions, bro. All used to ask him questions. We used to always think he was still getting paid by the NFL because y'all kept a nice car. But you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But hey, that man, we all used to ask him questions, man, like at every position.
Yeah.
And he always had the open door policy. You know what I mean? So you got knowledge like that made it to that level. Hey, bro, you can't let that go to waste.
No, you got to take advantage of it.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll see, man. We'll sure see. I mean, just like Warren Sapp was on the field before he was a coach. Yeah, he was there at practice. So I mean, it might be the same way. You know, kind of how Nick Saban does. You know, he brings them in, just say they just analyzing right now. So it looks like Deion's taking that same type of approach. So I'm sure we'll see E. Reed on the field coaching soon.
Yep. You got your alma mater playing tonight too. They play on ESPN Plus. UAB playing Alcorn State. You got your how they team look, man.
UAB looking good. They looking real good. You know, they definitely got a lot of people like the transfer portal too. Some head turning individuals. So they definitely should be better this year, man. You know, with Trent Dilfer as the coach. You know, we'll see what he does in his second year at this point in time. Last year wasn't too pretty, but this year should definitely be much better.
He came in right at springtime too, right?
Yeah. It kind of did because the old coach he retired suddenly.
Yeah. I remember that. You know what I mean? So he got a full year under his belt now for like recruiting, like he wanted to recruit. You know what I mean? Finding players that fit his system, defensive system, whoever. I forgot who's the defensive coordinator. You know?
I forget the guy's name.
I remember you telling me one time. I can't. Yeah, it's just you know what I mean. Find the right people that fit his kind of scheme. You know what I mean. So it could be a number of different things, bro. I mean, it's you know what I mean. You got Howard playing Rutgers today. NC State playing West Carolina. It's kind of some normal first game playing games. North Carolina playing Minnesota. They playing at 8 on Fox tonight. You know what I mean. So that. I want to see what UNC looking like.
Arkansas. We got the first SEC game on tonight. Arkansas playing Arkansas playing.
Oh yeah.
They're on TV.
Yep.
So
it's a couple games I'm gonna tune in for, man. Just go back and forth, man. It's some good matchup, but it kind of let us know how people looking. And then you got some games on Friday. Stafford and TCU. I don't know what happened to TCU last year, bro. After they lost to Colorado that first game, coming off that football championship run-up. So I'm interested if they're going to even bounce back. You know what I mean?
Look, they left a bad taste in everybody's mouth since that championship game.
Mm-hmm.
So we definitely go, see what they do, man. They have to bounce back. They got to do something.
They got to bounce back.
Yeah.
And then now I'm gonna take it to Saturday, bro. It's two games. Well, it's more than two, but I said it's 3 games on Saturday that I gotta watch to its entirety, bro. And I'm gonna go ahead and call them out. You already know the first one that started at noon. Georgia. And we already talked about it. You know what I mean? But hey, if I was Clemson, I'd be nervous right now because them Georgia teams ain't playing. The state of Georgia is a little upset right now. They a little perturbed right now.
So they really are.
So that's what matchup I want to see. I'm gonna tell you the other 2 matchups. Got dog on Florida and Miami.
Yep.
Florida, Miami, bro. That right there is another one. And I'm gonna give you a surprise one. You're gonna be kind of surprised. Say this one: Penn State and West Virginia. I'm gonna tell you why I say Penn State. I want to know if Penn State coaches on a hot seat.
Man, they don't know hot seat. Yeah.
Okay.
He is, but he is in the college football realm, but he's not to me. But I mean, they're mad, they're upset that he's not winning the big games. I mean,
Yep.
I mean, he's
Same thing
winning
like
good
that
games.
at Ohio State. He can't get past Michigan. They rivalry, and you already know how the SEC. If you can't get past the rivalry, the fan base gonna fire you before the doggone administration fire you.
Oh
So
yeah, no doubt about it. And the fans work for the university. The university
hey,
work for the fans.
that's who you work for. They control them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
They let them know their authority. Hey, bro, they gonna put pressure on you, bro. God, I mean,
wholeheartedly, no doubt about it, boy. It's coming out
those
with fury.
Yeah, man. Those are big three matchups I want to see, bro.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, I would say those top two, those first two
Yeah.
games, Georgia and Clemson and Miami and Florida. Yeah, I definitely want to see them. The other one, my third one was Notre Dame and Texas A&M.
Oh yeah, I got the
Yeah, I want to see what they're gonna do.
Nah, they'll let Notre. I forgot the coach name in Notre Dame, but they'll let Notre Dame head coach. He got one. That if you have a mediocre season this year, that might. All right, that's your last straw. Now the following year, we don't want to hear this no more. You can only bring Brian Kelly for so much. So this year, this is kind of bro. You know what I mean? They're gonna start looking for that following year, bro.
Yeah. I mean, he been doing pretty good, man. So yeah, I mean, but you already know, you got to win at certain schools. You know what I'm saying? That's depending on who you are. You better go in there and win correctly.
Yes.
Yeah. So you know, I'm happy he's still surviving. He's playing. He's doing good. He's probably doing better than surviving. He's doing good. So, but this year is definitely going to be a telltale year. I can definitely say that.
Yeah. I mean, and Texas A&M. I'm gonna talk about. Let's talk about Texas.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my third. That's the third big game for me because, like I said, they have a new coaching staff. Like we kind of been, reiterating it all night. So I want to see what they do. Right, exactly. I want to see what they do at this point in time. So we shall see. And new coaches can scare you. A whole new coaching staff. Exactly.
Especially the first game.
Exactly.
Because you don't that like what you were saying about Florida State not adjusting, you know this because you play college ball. You adjust by what you see on film, like, hey, they switch over this, hey, we got to move to this. That might be why they were like an adjustment, because they ain't know how to adjust because they ain't practice adjusting to what they were seeing. You know what I mean?
It's sometimes, man,
that's also about being a coach, though. Like, you got to prepare for the unknown.
Exactly. And the crazy thing is sometimes you do practice it, but the coaches don't call it. That's a major thing too, because sometimes, like I said, coaches that get stuck in their ways because we'll definitely go over 100 schemes as to what needs to be done. And the crazy part is it's crazy because they sit there and teach it to you. So when you get on the field, you know exactly what to do. But you know what I'm saying? You tell them, say, hey, coach, they're doing this. We need to go to this. They say, nah, let's just stick with this. Why? We sit here, we practice all week. We sit here and watch 30 to 50 hours worth of film. Why? Just to stay in this same basic, generic defense to keep losing. So that's why I said I don't even put the Florida State loss on the players. I put it on the coaches wholeheartedly because I watched them. I seen what was going on. That's their fault.
Hey, man, I'm going to tell you something, bro. What you just said, I literally seen this with my own eyes for the University of Charlotte. And my son was going through like recruitment, and it was a player he was really talking to a lot, trying to get to UNC Charlotte, play ball there. And he played D line. All right. So he invited us to the game. We went to 2 games. We went to UNC Charlotte when they played Marshall, and UNC Charlotte when they played Rice. All right, man, bro. So he had it. We was right behind the doggone bench, so we was hearing the defensive coordinator telling them the adjustments, and And I just seen him do. He was just D-line was shaking his head, man. What the hell? And so he came like the offensive field. So he came and said, "Hey, man, you know what I mean?" He said, "Bro, I'm sorry, y'all seeing this right now." He said, "No." He was like talking bad about the coach. He was fed up, and he was about to graduate anyway. You know what I mean? So he was tapped out. And I'm gonna tell you what they was getting killed on, bro. They was getting killed on a doggone cutback lane. Like literally, Marshall. No, was it? No, it was Rice. Rice was just running back. He was doing like Le'Veon Bell. He'll bounce, and then just cut. That cutback lane was about this wide every time, bro. Like the same play, and the doggone D lineman could come straight on the field. That's a quick fit. Slant them dudes, man. I'm looking at it, slant them, bro. If you slant them, that's gonna cut that.
Yep. And if he's doing that stutter step, then they're probably the linebackers are probably running over top. They're over chasing, and they offensive know it. You know what I'm saying? They're probably pulling the lineman or something, and getting the linebackers to run all the way across the top, and he just cuts it all the way back. I'm telling you, that's how Marshall beat us.
Like so wide open, bro. It was sad. Next year, no, I think probably at the end of the year they got him out of there.
Yeah,
got him out of there, bro.
You got to adjust, man. You got to adjust.
That was the worst adjustment I ever seen in my life, man. I'm like, bro, just slant them, bro. Like slant the like. I mean, you'll hear me say it's a lot, bro. I learned this coaching, man. Like, if your defensive line is kind of weak, you know what I mean? Especially like, are they getting double team? You slant them. I want your line. I want you to come across his face and take him with you. I taught him a little sneak pull with him, pull you towards me. Now my linebackers are free. They covering those cutback lanes. You know what I'm saying? Like that. It was embarrassing, man. I'm like, bro, what amateur hour is this, man? A Rice running back is cooking y'all right now.
Right.
With no moves. No moves. One
straight overhaul.
No move.
Straight overhaul. Yep. Yeah, that's all on coaching.
Free safety coming down. Come on, bro.
All on coaching there. No doubt about it. You have to adjust, man. And it's crazy because it could be something as that simple as just running a stunt. Just run a stunt with the D line and slam them in the hole. Make it 3 technique. Crisscross your 3 technique and you tackle. It's easy. It's just easy, but you can't sit there and stay in the same thing for 4 quarters and expect change.
The same thing again. Torch. Torch.
Boy, what they say is, and what they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again. It's nuts. How can you expect change? It's gonna happen to you every time.
Every time, bro. Every freaking time, bro. Every freaking time, man. Hey, man. So we talking about college ball, man. Let's talk about this. What came out on the news for rumors, man, that the NCAA is looking to vacate Michigan Natty. We said something might happen like this, but like it's all in rumors. It came out, but the rumors came from ESPN and stuff. So I'm going off what's being stated, but it's been kind of hush. They ain't letting this sleep, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, we're gonna see. Like they have been talking about it, so I don't know how true it is at this point in time. There's all kind of stuff coming out about what they want to do, what their penalties are. But at this point in time, Michigan and their lawyers and even Coach Harbaugh lawyers, they're going so hard at the NCAA. That's
why I said they're looking at something that really make them look bad by taking that because of all that back. You know what I mean? Yep. But that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I mean, so we're going to see, man. I don't know what's going to come about it. I don't know how far NCAA is going to try to push it. I mean, I don't know what they can prove at this point in time. So, but we shall see.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, it's only speculated. I mean, it's only assumptions. They ain't got it taken. Obviously, they'll be over the front page news, but I guarantee the NCAA they got something going up their sleeve, bro. They got something up their sleeves, man. They really do, bro. They really do, man. Hey, let's switch gears to the pros, man. They got one more week. They start next week, next Thursday. So we'll start off with your team. Talk about your team, the Dallas Cowboys. They finally paid CeeDee, but they ain't paid Mr. Prescott. You think it's gonna happen before the season start?
No, man. Like Jared said, we're not worried about that, man. We're not caught up in him having to be paid before the season start. We're not
Okay.
studying him. We paid
Okay.
who we needed to pay at this point in
Okay.
time. I mean, like
Okay.
I don't always agree with Stephen A, but he did say, what the nerve of Dak to even think that he deserves that much money. What have you done? What have you done? And I know you better not be trying to talk about holding out or anything like that because you haven't got paid. Man,
Now, I'll be real with you now. If Dak Prescott was to hold out, they'll pay him immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with Trey Lance during his performance.
Yeah, man.
Now, if he really want, I think he know that. If he really want his money right now, I don't think he say, man, I went through training camp. I'm up to game speed. Y'all got it, bro. Till I get paid.
Yeah, man. No, we not paying
that will really hurt. That'll hurt.
I mean, that's all right. We'll go get a Flacco.
Because I mean, the one thing we do know, Trey Lance learned from the best, and which is Mr. Prescott. He learned how to throw 5 interceptions, but still having 400 some yards passing. I mean, God, dog, how padded is these stats, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like them empty calories.
I'm tired. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this.
Hey, if that was a regular season game, bro, hey, they whole DB staff would have been on top of the whole doggone NFL for stats. You got 2 interceptions, I got 2 interceptions. We lead the whole NFL just because of Trey Lance.
Man, the Cowboys should be tired of taking ramen noodles and trying to make steak and rice with it, man. The same thing we did with that, we did with Romo. We just grab a quarterback and think they're gonna pan out. Think they're gonna be the top. I mean, at this point, and I think I hope Jared is coming around. At this point, it's just time to go get a quarterback. Do what you got to do just to go get a quarterback.
I told you who y'all going to get.
I hope so.
He matched the persona for a Dallas Cowboy. I say that.
He does, man. And I mean, I would love to see him there. I think everybody would love to see him there.
Yeah.
Just go and give away.
Everybody's not thinking about it because they're like, well, Shadoo gonna go between 1 and 3. You know what I mean? Cowboys ain't gonna be that high. They got this thing they call trades. I don't know who they're gonna trade, but they got this thing called trade. I don't know who's gonna be. We can make assumptions who might be at the top of who's gonna be at the top, but you know what I mean. I won't be surprised by that. I won't be surprised by that.
It's gonna be a blockbuster deal, like they say.
Yeah. Hey, it's not gonna really hurt them because the Cowboys roster is actually really good. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I still don't think y'all beefed up at the linebacker position enough for me personally. I don't think y'all beefed up on that, but the line, no issues. So I think the roster is pretty good, and a rookie contract quarterback is not going to cost you that much. It's not a big salary cap hit. So giving up something for it, you know what I mean, ain't going to be because we already know that ain't going to be on bus right there. He's not going to be a bus. He's not going to be a bus. You know what I mean? That right there, he ain't going to be.
Yeah, we're ready for change, man. So
yeah. Also, Brad Aiyuk, man. You know what I mean? Oh, let me correct that, man. I said he was not signed, but he just signed. He just signed right before we got on the call, man. Right before we got on the call.
4 year, 120 million.
Yep, 4 year and 120, man. So
yeah.
I mean, We came in here originally think he wasn't gonna sign. We checked right before we went live, and he signed, man. So, are they gonna sign Trent Williams? They gotta sign him, bro. I don't know why they still ain't got to sign him, bro. That's the dumbest.
I don't know what they think. I don't know what they think about it.
I mean, you ain't gonna go find nobody on the trade block for that. Ain't nobody. Nah.
And you know the crazy thing about it, Purdy was taking some licks when he wasn't in there. So it's like, wait a minute, are y'all watching the same game everybody else is watching? I don't think you want to do that now. You don't want to give up your top paying the best tackle in the league. Yeah. And you getting your quarterback smashed, the one that you haven't paid yet.
Boy, you said a mouthful. You preaching now.
So I mean, like, make it make sense. That doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah, unless they try to negotiate the terms, I don't know how much. I don't know how much longer Trent Williams gonna want to. Is he trying? I'm pretty sure he's trying to finish out his career in San Francisco. So I don't know what they negotiate. If they negotiate more, is it more money or the length of the contract? You know what I mean?
Both.
Because I think Trent Williams been in. I mean, how long he's been in? Let me look right now. How long he's been in the doggone league, man? He's been in.
I think it's 16.
How long he's been in the doggone league?
Yeah, he wants to retire 49.
He's 36 right now, so he's already old. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, and you might as well retire.
Yeah. Like only thing that's coming up on the news that was recent, Niners left tackle Trent Williams holding out of training camp due to contractual reasons. It said, according to head coach Kyle Shanahan, who told reporters that Williams' absence contract related. So he's 36. I mean, you already know, use offensive linemen had the longest careers. Offensive linemen, defensive linemen used to have the longest careers for us years. Why 36? I don't see him going past 38. So he's trying to get. I think he probably trying to get his max dollars right now because he know he's 1 or 2 years removed and he's done. So you know what I mean. You know, that's it. Almost like he ain't even caring about the championship piece. He trying to maximize his dollar.
Yeah, and you better, like you said, he doesn't have that long to play in the game at this point in time, to be 36 and still playing tackle, you know, which is pretty remarkable in itself. So, I mean, definitely. Right, exactly. At the highest level. Yeah. So get your bag where you can right now at this point in time.
You gotta get it right now. That's exactly what you're probably looking at. He got to get it right now. Because you remember he missed like a year and like a year and a half because he had like that tumor that he found in his brain. That's why he got that ball spot on his head or whatever. But yeah, he got to get his money now. You know what I mean? He already been getting his big bag, but he's like, hey, I'm about 1 year, 2 years removed, and I'm done. You know what I mean? I don't see him going past 38. 38 might be his year. Like, because right now it shows 15 years of experience. So 15 years in the league. I don't know if that's counting that year and a half he was out or not. But at 36, you tired of training camp. You know what I mean? But you'll wake up for the dollars.
Yeah. You sure will, for the right amount of dollars. You sure will.
Yeah, for the right amount of dollars.
But they got to get him signed because, like I said, they're gonna get Purdy hurt, and I don't think that's what they want at this point in time because you already know when you're trying to you have that window. Everybody knows that window that you have with the top team, the type of team you have. You went to the playoffs, you know, deep in the playoffs, you know, 2-3 times Super Bowl. You're trying to win, go back and win it. So you know, 1-2 losses of players, you know, you lose a tackle, your defensive person, you out of the picture. So they're trying to maximize this short term, this short, you know, amount of time that they have, and they better pay Trent Williams. I don't know what's going on there.
I'm gonna say this, Mark. They better sign him right now to get him on the field. You know when they play the first game? A good defense. It's the Jets.
Mm. Mr. Quentin Williams, nigga. Yes, sir. Yeah, they gonna be in trouble. Cause they will hurt.
Sign Trent Williams. They played the
Mhm.
Jets the first game on Monday night too. It's a Monday night game, September 9th.
Yeah.
They better
Yeah.
sign it, man.
Mm.
Or
they better.
Or after that game, you better be getting on the phone with them. Ain't gonna be for the wrong reason.
Yeah, I mean, that's the
If they
defense
don't
that can
sign
hurt.
by week one, they don't sign by week one, and they give up 2 sacks, 3 sacks off their left tackle. Hey, what Fat Joe say? Yesterday's price ain't today's price.
At all. Exactly. If Purdy getting smashed by week one and he's not signed, yeah, just add a 10 mil to that one. Yeah, now you need me. Yeah. Grease it up a little bit for me now. Yeah, exactly. Y'all fault. It's y'all fault, not mine.
Fault. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Down South Tree Weird. They play the Jets. That boy give up. If they give up 2 sacks, the price going up.
Mm-hmm. Just that fast, man. So
just that fast. The price going up. They better sign him, bro. They better sign him. Hey, man, let's talk about AJ Dillon, bro. You know what I mean? He with the Green Bay Packers, man. I think it's a big deal because I like AJ Dillon too. Great running back, man.
oh yeah, definitely.
And got a neck injury, saying he's out for the season, but IR.
Yeah,
bro, what you think about this, man? Because I mean, you got some running backs out there. Well, not Slim Pickens now. You know what I mean? What you told me today, it's Slim Pickens now. But man, what's your thoughts on this, bro?
I mean, yeah, definitely. First and foremost, a neck injury is major in football. So, definitely hope he recovers well from that. I hope it's nothing major. I mean, I seen what it was, but I just hope it's nothing major moving forward at this point in time. I think they actually signed him to a 1-year deal also today.
Yeah.
It might have been today, yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah. Okay. But that is major. But you definitely going to have to get somebody in there. Like you said, I don't know who it would be.
I hope they go get Frank Gore Jr., man.
I mean, you're gonna have to. I mean, Frank Gore, he showed put on the show, so I don't know what they were doing by releasing him. By releasing him.
I mean, all right, it's Buffalo, bro. They let Diaz go out the door. I mean, I know it's a numbers game too, but the way he played this preseason, he deserved to be that RB2. That being completely honest, he outplayed the current RB2. So I know it's a numbers game. You know what I mean? As far as like, hey, you might got some people on IR, so you're not trying to open. So you might have to bring in an extra offensive line, extra defensive line. You know what I mean? Because the defensive line, I think that would be like the most you have on between. You might have to bring extra DB, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? But I know they sent him to the waiver wire, but I haven't seen him where they resign him back to the practice squad. But still, if you're on the practice squad, you ain't traveling with the team. You still out for the grabs. Bro, he hasn't not showed me. He showed me enough to know that he deserved to be on somebody's 3-man roster.
I mean,
and I think he'll be a perfect fit to be with Green Bay, with Jordan Love. A perfect fit.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree at this point in time. I mean, you have to sign somebody to replace AJ Dillon right now. So, I mean, who better than somebody who's definitely proven themselves in the preseason? So it definitely won't be long before he signed Frank Gore, Jr.
Yep.
So hats off to him. I don't know. I mean, like you said, it is Buffalo, but
Buffalo
blowing. They blowing it.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you, Mark, man. Because we'll talk about something else with Buffalo that came out too. I'm gonna tell you something about Buffalo. I even spoke on this I think on a 1 hour early podcast when we was talking about playoffs and we were kind of comparing like Josh Allen and blah blah blah, whatever. And what I said about when they let go of Stephon Diggs, I said Buffalo coach is on a hot seat. He's already on a hot seat. Then y'all let him go. I said they're in a rebuild.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, it ain't the coach's fault though that they let him go.
Yeah, it's the GM, but I think they're gonna get fired and paid. You know, it's been pairs, been fired. Once head coach goes, sometimes the GM got to go too.
Yeah, so nah, that's real.
I mean, but I think they're in a rebuild, man. I think Buffalo is in a rebuild. But the reason I say I want to talk about also about something that came out by Buffalo was about Josh Allen. I don't know what this poll was or who sent this poll out. Blah blah blah. I don't. It almost sounds. Well, I ain't gonna go there. But I don't know where this poll came from. But somehow it came up on ESPN today. Said that 11 players had voted on a poll that Josh Allen is the most overrated player in the NFL.
11 players?
Yeah, they didn't say how many people could participate in this poll either. But they said 11 players say he's the most overrated player in the NFL.
I mean, I wouldn't say he's overrated. I mean, he's definitely a top notch player to me. I mean, I don't think his program is helping him out. Like I say,
I don't think his program helping him out, and he will put you in some fishy situations.
He will. I mean, but he's always trying to make a play, which they put him in that position because they got him running the ball all the time. I mean, he can run the ball, but that's why you have a running back.
Yeah.
Which again, they just cut a running back that they needed. They took the top receiver away from him. I mean, once again, the court he can't throw and catch the ball.
Don't that sound like a rebuild?
Yeah. But at the same right, it does. But are you? But is
they kind of get rid of a lot of stuff off of salary cap, which Frank Gore Jr. that wasn't no salary cap issue because he's on a rookie deal. You know what I mean? They ain't no. But when you let go of Stephon Diggs, that sounds like all right. And I forgot they let go of some defensive players too.
Safety.
Yeah, the safety and So it sounds like when you get rid of all those people that's cost you money and you want to go to the draft, that sounds like a rebuild.
Yeah, it's a terrible time to be doing it though.
Yep.
At this point in time, because like we know, in the heavy AFC right now, you don't have time to be trying to rebuild and all that. You need to take your best warriors to war with you. And I mean, because the Ravens, the Chiefs, none of them teams over there are playing with them.
The Texans, the Bengals, the Burrow playing, and the Browns.
Exactly.
Think about it. They were trying. They went and got doggone Joe Flacco off the couch drinking Coors Light to come out there and play ball. And they still made the playoffs.
Still, man. That man was sleep on the sideline.
Yeah, man.
And they still made it. Yeah.
So. He said, "Man, I'm 40, bro. I'm asleep. I need a nap." You know what I mean? Hey, man. Hey. So you think, bro, Buffalo, man? Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Buffalo's a trip, bro.
It's not the time. It's not the time to be talking about you rebuilding and all that. I mean, if you rebuild with your base. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Every home has a base. So, I mean, your base can't just be a cornerstone. It has to be a whole platform. I mean, Josh Allen and Stephon would have been your full base, but you got rid of Diggs, man. I mean, I don't get that.
Yeah,
I don't get that. That was crazy.
Yeah. Hey, man. I gotta ask you a question. I've been meaning to ask you a question. I didn't even tell you I was gonna ask you this question, man. I'm gonna put you on the hot seat with this. Go back to college football.
Go ahead, man.
What is the greatest college football team ever?
Ever? Forever?
Yep. What is the greatest football team ever? What do you think it is?
The greatest college football team ever.
Yep.
That's tough, man. It's either out of ever.
Yep. It's on the one team, and ain't no Auburn team, so I ain't gonna say them. I'm being for real. I'm being unbiased as I can.
It's either out of like the 01 Miami Hurricanes or like the year Alabama roster had like 50 people that went to the league, which was
Okay.
like 2016, something like that. The year they had, it was a whole bunch of. We're talking about like Rose, Judy, Wilder, you know what I'm saying, Henry, Trent Richardson. When it was a load of. So out of those two teams, I would definitely say.
Okay, all right. I think 2001 Hurricane without a doubt. No matter what. And I ain't no knock against Alabama. No, I'm talking about straight up. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why I say that. Listen to this roster, bro. Willis McGahee, Nalgie Davenport, Andre Johnson, Ken Dorsey, Clem Portis, Frank Gore.
Yeah.
Hold on. What is it? Keenan Winslow, Jeremy Shockey, Vince Wilfork,
Major.
I mean, Sean Taylor, Ed Reed, Antrell Rowe. That team was loaded, bro.
Yeah, so the team, maybe the one I was talking about, like 2017 Alabama roster, which I see. I mean, the Hurricanes, either that team or the 2017. 2017 team had Jalen Hurts, Tua, Mac Jones, Najee Harris, Josh Jacobs, Brian Robinson Jr., Damian Harris, Devontae Smith, Calvin Ridley, Jerry Jeudy, Henry Ruggs, Irv Smith, who went to the Chiefs, Bradley Bozeman, lineman, went to the Chargers, Jonah Williams, the lineman, went to the Cardinals, Jedrick Willis, who went to the Browns, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams, who we talking about for the Jets, Raekwon Davis, who went to the Colts, Philanthropy Mathis, who went to the Commanders, Rashawn Evans, Trayvon Diggs, Minka Fitzpatrick, Xavier McKinney, Levi Wallace.
Oh yeah.
Packed.
Yeah.
Packed. Now, I'm not gonna lie.
Off here. Brian
LSU had a team too.
Yeah.
LSU had a team too with the one when they had Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. That year was it 2019, 21, 2021? Whichever team that was. They were loaded too. Now that was a team too.
Yep. Yeah.
But it will definitely be out of those two, like I say, like the 01 Hurricanes or that 17.
And that team right there, that was before their time too, bro. Because think about this. Some of the names I named, they was on the bench, bro. Like Vince Wilfork, he was a freshman that year on the bench.
No, that's real. Then that's real.
Yeah, Kellen Winslow, he was on the bench.
Yeah, because Frank Gore was behind McGahee. Yeah, and you said Adrian James was?
Oh, no, Davenport. Remember Najee Davenport?
Yeah. Okay.
Bruh.
Yeah.
That team right there was so loaded, man. I mean, bruh, it was just ridiculous, man. The amount of people that they had on that roster, man. Because Brian McKinney, he's the one that he played for the Vikings. He was the one that died from the heat stroke.
Oh yeah.
You remember? Remember we were talking about like the days that you go 3, 4, 5 days with no water breaks. Then he had a heat stroke at the Vikings, overheated. You know what I mean? So then that's when a lot of rules came by. Man, how long would these players stand? You know what I mean? Stand outside in these pads like this.
Yeah. No, that is true. Yeah.
Yep. But that team right there was loaded, bro.
Man,
I mean,
they were. It's definitely it's not a team like that. Just that team in itself. There's not another team like the 01 Hurricane, and I think everybody can say that easily. You know.
Yep. I mean, it was insane. And the reason it made me think about this was because Andre Johnson, he was on Nightcap. They doing like a little thing, they traveling, and he was in Houston. So he was on Nightcap, and they brought that team up. And he started, I said, man, you right, bro. That team was loaded. I remember it. Like, you know what I mean? We were watching that game, bro. Like, I remember it. Like, they were beating the brakes off of everybody. It wasn't even close. You know what I mean? It was like, it was just crazy. So when I started looking, I said, man, that team was right there. It was no fucking joke, man. No damn joke, man. How many people they had on the team. So he also said something that really caught me off guard. Sean Taylor, you know, he didn't start playing defense. Well, he didn't start playing defense full time until he got to Miami. He was a doggone running back, bro.
Oh yeah. He was.
I didn't know that.
It's crazy that is. Yep, he sure was. But and they switched him to what you call it.
They said, I mean, he said he used to play a little. He'll jump in and out. You know what I mean? On you know what I mean, on defense in high school. But he was like a doggone dog at running back. But look at that whole roster they got. They ain't need no running back in 2004 at Miami.
Just imagine that exactly. If Sean Taylor was a running back, like you don't need you at running back, and they was not lying.
Oh God, no, bro. But yeah, man, I wanted to pick your brain on that one, man, because you know, me and you always that's one thing we agree about on college football about Miami. We always kind of keep an eye on Miami. They was dogs, you know what I mean? They was straight dogs. I remember game they were beating breaks off people too. They were running the gas up on them, trying to hit 70. I'm like, God, dog. Well, they were about to outlaw them for what?
Yeah. And you know, most people know that I love Miami too, along with Alabama. You know, most my friends and people know that. But the reason I started was when we were playing like what was it, 92 year. We played Alabama and Miami played in the national championship. Yeah, but Miami just played, you know, the game different back then at that time. And, you know, it wasn't your traditional ball. And you know, just to see people, you know, who look like you dominating the game and dancing, you know, at the same time and having fun. It was a different style of football, you know, just to watch that when I'm 10 or 11 years old, you know what I'm saying? So I was hooked. I was hooked automatically at that point in time. So yeah, man.
That's how I became a Baltimore Ravens fan. Because I used to watch you got me to start watching Miami back in, you know what I mean? I think it was like 8th grade or something, like 7th or 8th grade. You got me started watching Miami. I started really paying attention to them. And that's really why I started. That's why I became a Baltimore Ravens fan, because of Ray Lewis going to Baltimore.
Oh man, and it seemed like they took so many people, you know, Reese, you know, to Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? So and they did, you know, because the Ravens and the Steelers recruited top players who played in college like they do in the league. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a facade. So, like you said, your Ray Lewis is in your Reese. Just watching Reed in college was amazing. He was a maniac. He was smart. He was brilliant. He could read the field in college. The same thing he did at the Ravens, what Peyton Manning talks about. He did the exact same thing. Peyton Manning and Belichick talk about. You know what I'm saying? So that, I mean, you know, there's great respect coming from those two. So he did the same thing. So like I said, you couldn't help but watch the Ravens and the Steelers, like I said, back then when they used to play each other all the time. Because I mean,
they call it the back alley fight.
It was exactly. That's exactly what they said.
It was so many years. For so many years, the game margin was like 3 points. You know what I mean? Like you either win by 3 points or you losing by 3 points. But it's gonna be a bloodbath. It's gonna be a low scoring game. You know what I mean? It was gonna be a straight dominant bloodbath, man. So
Yeah.
bro. But man, hey man.
Yeah. That was a good one. Yeah.
That was a good one, bro. You know what I mean? Hey, that 2001 Miami team, bro. I never forget it, man. I never forget it, bro. But hey, man, you know what time it is now? The Colorado Buffaloes about to kick off. They about to kick off. We're gonna see. Hey, we want to see what them trenches do. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I want to see what the offensive line, defensive line. Hey, if the defensive line get beat off, hey, boy, I'm telling you right now, Warren Sapp about to get on their ass.
Man, he'll be over there hollering. I'm sure they're gonna show him on camera too. He'll be over there hollering.
Hey, but everyone, hey, thank you for joining us on after our week long break. We back at it. This is the best time of the year, college football. And then pro start off next year. Y'all gonna hear from us for next week anyway. But hey, enjoy all the football games that's about to start in the next few minutes. Hey, this Wednesday, August 29th, hey, it's ready to roll, bro. Mark, man, I'll hit you up soon, bro.
Yes, sir. Let's get it, man. Let's
get it, man. Let's get it, bro. Let's get
Football's
it, man.
Back.
It's back, bro. It's back, man.